Today we're just going to do the memory retrieve. Now this is how I taught the dogs to do it from an early age. Even though it takes a lot of time because you have to get the dogs to wait and leave it and things like that, or sit, whatever command you use. Now I can now just throw the balls down there, so they've seen where them balls have gone. Look, right, so they follow me along. And when they're young puppies, I'll just send them straight back now, look. Good girls. If they was really young puppies, look, that's as far as I'd go to start with. And basically, I'd leave it at that. That'd be it for the day. And I just compliment them for doing it. Now, good girl. There you go, Bella's giving me that one now. And then, when you get a little bit more, as time goes on, they'll learn to wait. Obviously, you've got to go through all that. You've got to go through the wait, the sit and everything. And then sometimes they just run down anyway. And you just got to work your way around it. So again, I'll put them there. Again, this is just a memory. And then you've got to consider, if they was really young puppies, they just want to get back, and you've got to let them do that really, because you don't want to. You want them to learn by themselves. You don't want to force them on. Okay, I like that keenness. Good girls. So you're further away each time. There you go. Look. Plus, it's excellent for recall. It really is. There you go. Bella's got hers. Right. Walk along a little bit more. You're getting the dogs to sort of want to be with you and things like that. They're not just running off and doing their own thing. But you've got to remember, when you put your first memory retrieve down, they're going to go straight after it. Don't worry about that. It just takes time. Eventually you will get them to wait or sit, whatever you decide to do. I use both. Because when you say sit, sit means sit. Where wait, to me, is more casual. So, when I got a little bit more advanced, when I got a little bit more advanced, I can walk down and place the balls. So again, what you're doing is you're teaching them patience all the time. And just place them there. There you go. See, so you're teaching them patience, then you carry on your walk. But again, in the early stages of the memory, they're that keen to go back. You've just got to let them go. But you've got to try and let them go in a way where you're telling them to go. You're giving the command, not them. So, I mean, these are older dogs now, but this is how I sort of did it from the puppy stage. Look at the keenness. Go back. So it's getting further and further every time. Look. Plus you're getting them really into it and to enjoy it. But do it again. Do it without overdoing it. Don't overdo the training. When they're like really young, obviously, you've got to, with the puppies, you start it in your garden and things like that. And just let them be puppies, basically. But we'd spend lots of time on our walks building this up. I mean, obviously when I was really young, we'd only walk probably not far from our home and do it, but now we're on a bigger walk and you just advance it all the time. So instead of me walking down this time to place them, I'll throw them down. So you teach them that when they're younger. You can again use the sit or the wait, whatever you like. But these two aren't so bad with me now. Look, oh, I'll not use any commands here. That one there, look. That one there. Then we'll go further. Eventually you can sort of, once they get to a certain age, when you can take them on bigger walks, and your dogs get to a, you know, sort of developed from a puppy up to a good standard, and you could walk virtually miles and then come back and see if they've remembered where you've placed a tennis ball. If by any means another dog's, and you haven't seen them, they're on the walk behind you and they've picked your ball up, always be aware of that, and your dog does remember it, runs to see where the ball is after your long walk and thinks, oh, I can't find that ball. Just when they're not looking, put one in that area, just to make out that they haven't failed. So look at how keen they are, look. And you send them back. See what I'm getting at? Further and further all the time. There they come, look. Again, look how good it is on recall. I'd do this with any dog I had, to be honest with you, any dog. You know, all the dogs we've had have sort of been relatively good retrievers. If they don't retrieve, you just find something else for them. There you go. So, walk on a little bit further. Now, throw that one over there, throw that one over there. Basically, I'm getting to a stage now where I can't remember where they are. When I'm training them from an early age, I try and pinpoint areas, and so I know where they are, but as you say, now they're a little bit more advanced. These two are advanced anyway. I try and let them work it out. You've got to put time and patience in. You really, really have. But eventually, I'm not doing it today, but eventually I'd walk now probably another mile or two, and we'd collect them on our way home. Oh, they're really up for it today. Wind's quite strong, as you can tell. It's one of the most fun retrieves you can use, really. Plus, again, it's good for mind stimulation, mental health. and things like that, because dogs at the end of the day want, like us, they want something to do. It's like, for example, if you've been at work all day, some people like to go cycling when they get home, some people like to go running, whatever you choose to do, dancing, whatever people want to do, weight training, you name it, you'll go and do it to wind down. And it's the same with these, it's no different. They need things to do. So them memories behind us, I'm going to be honest, I haven't got a clue where they are now. I wouldn't find them. But when you're doing the memory, I don't mind them going back on their own, even now, because there's nobody about. But if there was somebody walking behind me or behind us, I'd just tell them to wait a little bit and things like that. But again, that's the early part of your training. In all honesty, I wish I'd have done more of these videos when they were younger. It were more fun, because you're seeing where it's all going wrong and things like that, and that to me is the best part of it. It's not that they're not taking any notice of you, it's they're excited and they want to please, and you don't want to take that away. Right, so what we're going to do now for the memory is leave it. We'll turn round here and see how they get on. I pointed to Tia that she can go back if she wants. Go back if you want, Tia. I haven't got a clue where they are. Bella might come back actually. Tia might not. Tia's the one who used to do all the long distance retrieves, and she absolutely loves it. Now, has Bella gonna... She's not a big fan of the long distance, but I haven't got a problem with that. We work as a team. You don't want to sort of start shouting, go back and all that to her, because you don't want to sort of stress her out or anything like that. Every dog's different. Some dogs like to work in and around you, and some dogs don't mind working at distance. Look, she's looking back. She might want me in her vision. I pointed her to go back. I haven't used any words. I don't know if Tia's got this one. What I'll do is send Bella in a minute, because see if I use Bella's name, I just use it, go Bella, and she might go back. You got it, Tia. Good girl. Clever girl. Right. Bella. See, I've used the word Bella. You've got to work it out yourself. Good girl, Tia. Right, I'll give it to Tia. So let Tia go on. Go back, Tia, if you want. Oh. She's gone, look. Don't mind her going and helping out, look. Try and give them as much freedom as I can, so it builds the confidence up when they're not around me. Obviously you've got to be aware if there's any other dogs around, you really have. Because you don't know how other dogs will react with your dogs, or vice versa. There you go. Bella found it. Go back, Tia! Oh, she's... Tia probably thinks I put one there. I think Bella's got it now. Yep, she's found it, look. There you go. So that's the memory retrieve, and that's how we've worked to do the train to do the memory retrieve. There you go, look. There's Bella with her tennis ball. There you are. Good girls. I'll let them wander about with it. Good girls. So that's the memory retrieve. Anyway, we're going to carry on our walk, and this has helped a little bit. And once again, thank you for watching.